Duffy, and I am living here in the Columbus, Ohio area currently. I grew up in Parkersburg, West Virginia, and from there I bounced to a small town in Virginia, and from there I spent about 14 years in northeastern Pennsylvania before I came here 2 years ago. I just have a love of being creative. I find that some of those jobs out there in the communities aren't really out there as far as me being able to put my hands on it and create it and do it myself. I have a huge passion for that. Being an ex-candle maker and potter, and oftentimes, I'll do a little painting here and there, but as far as photography goes, I love the camera since day one when I, picked it up and knew I could make something creative with it. After school, I worked like everybody else did. I was a waitress at a coffee shop here and there. I, worked at a factory. I was just normal 9 to 5 or 11 to 7 kind of person, surviving on those tips. That was 100 years ago, though, by the way. So I think my biggest push for being an entrepreneur was in '97 I created a candle business, and that was my days in Virginia and Pennsylvania. And it was very successful. Toward the end, in about 2005, when I sold the company, I had 2 retail stores and a wholesale retail combo kind of world. I managed about 5 to 7 sales reps in 4 states. So that was really profitable and a lot of fun, and I loved it, but I had to move on for various reasons. And so number one, I became a parent, and hot wax and kids, that doesn't mix very well. So I decided at that point that I really wanted to get into photography, but I had a neighbor who was a professional photographer. And in my old town in Pennsylvania, it was so small, literally like 500 people smushed in this little Amish community. She wouldn't have been my friend if I did that to her, So it wasn't like out here, in Columbus, where it's a larger area and, nobody really cares, you're just you. I appreciate that, actually. So I decided when I came that that's one of my goals to try to do. Senior portraits, fashion, anything that moves, I'll take a picture of it. Right now, my big push and focus is really weddings. I just put an ad on the Knot. We had that up about 4 days now. So I'm hoping that I'll receive some feedback. I think there's about 67 photographers listed on the Knot in the whole city of Columbus, and I'm one of those 67. So if there's 2,000 brides in the city, it shouldn't be that hard to get some business from the Knot. So it's definitely a reputable company. Everybody knows it. Whether you're getting married or not, people have heard about it. So I'm hoping that that can be something that leads me in the right direction to get my name out there a little bit. My current needs are a larger client base since I'm new here in Columbus, and I have Giorgio in Cleveland and Yoshito in Atlanta. Columbus is my responsibility, so I can't let them down. I can't let my people down. So I have to try to make the best of Columbus and set myself aside from all the other photographers here, and there's several. So I have to try to be the one that stands out a little bit and survive. So right now I'm at home with 2 sons that need me very much until my young person, the youngest one of the 2, starts school full-time. This is really one of the best options for me right now. So I'm Amanda Duffy, and thank you for sowing the seed for me.